Hello, and welcome back to Building with the Boys. It is a very early Sunday morning here in the UK, and we are in between builds. So we are waiting for subscriptions to arrive. A lot of people received their Disney Doll's House subscription yesterday. I didn't, go figure. But that's okay. I'm still going to try and pick one up in the shop if we see it, and we'll move on with that. A lot of people received their first two parts of the Titanic. That's good news. I've subscribed to Titanic, but I was subscribed from issue 3 onwards. I don't need another 1 and 2. So I'm sorted for that. I am still going to try and pick up a number 3 in the shop, so if it's released on Wednesday, because, again, as I've said before, I don't think there's any harm in owning a second smoke generator. So, when I'm in between builds and I have nothing to build, I look for other things to do. And one of them that I found, which is great, is a company called Rolife. Now, this is a bit of a confusing one because they've got essentially 3 names. They're Rolife, Robotime, and rokr, or rokr, which is ROKR. And depending on the model, depends on what sort of brand it falls under, but they are all the same company. Now, Robotime typically do things like music boxes, snow globes, things like that. Rolife do what I'm going to show you in a minute, and rokr do wooden models, which kind of, you can see some on the shelf behind me just over here. These are rokr models. They're lovely, they're gorgeous things, and they can take anything from 2 hours to 3 days to complete. And then Rolife make what I'm about to show you, which is small rooms. So not quite a dollhouse, it's almost like a diorama of a room, and these things are ridiculously detailed. They're lovely. So I'll show you the one that we got, which is it's part of the Wonderful Life range. There's 4 in the Wonderful Life range, and this is the first one I've got from that range. This is the one we've bought. This is the Wonderful Life. This is Jimmy's Studio, it's called. Now, every single thing in here has to be built, literally all of it. Every part of it. It also has to be painted, which is quite new to this brand, because before, like this chest here, this desk would have come pre-stained or pre-painted. Not anymore. So you have to paint all of this yourself. So the paints are in there to do that. Everything down to these flowers, you have to make each stem, each flower head, all of it. You make yourself. These take ages. So I'm under no false impression this is going to take me a day. It's not. This is going to take me at least a week based on the sort of time I have that I can devote to this. But we're going to crack it open today, and we're going to have a look what's inside it and make a start on it. So this is everything you get inside the box. So you get your instructions. A lot of these are kind of common sense. They're a guide rather than a now do this, now do this, now do this. It gives you it. You'd have to get one to see what I'm talking about, but it makes perfect sense. Then we have in bag 1, we've got our tweezers, we've got our paintbrushes. So everything you need to build the kit does come with it, with sandpaper in there. Here we have some of the stains, a lot of the metal elements. There'll be door handles, drawers, things like that. That's what I'm making there. And in this one we have the dresser. That comes with the stains for that. You get your glue. This is actually quite good glue from what I've used before. Surprisingly, this glue they give you is actually very good. Have some more paints. Just the blurb that comes with it. And we have this will build the actual room itself. So here are your internal walls, your windows, things like that. And the sandpaper to sand it all down. So everything you need to build this is in here. So we have some of the paper elements there. Now they're going to, if you go by the instructions, they're not going to tell you to build the room first. I don't know why, but they never do. However, I'd advise building the room first, because it's the thing that's going to take the longest to set that you need the structure for. So that's what I intend to do. So that's what you get inside the box. I'm going to start this today. And again, having built one of these before, I know I'm not going to have that much done today. Based on what needs to be done, I know I will paint the walls, I will apply the wallpaper, hopefully the flooring as well. And that might be it. I mean, I've got a lot to do today, but if you had like a full weekend to devote to this, it'd be good, it'd be fun. But these will last you, and I think that's kind of the point. I've touched on this before, particularly for the Doll's House people. If you're waiting on your Doll's House, which you're gonna be, I'm sure everybody that received their Disney Doll House yesterday burnt through issues 1 and 2, and then now what for 4 weeks? This. If you want to hone your skills, if you want to do some more crafting, these are great. I picked this one up for 18 quid on Amazon, which is nothing. Typically these go for around anything from 30 to 40 quid based on kind of what comes with them. Some of these come with chandeliers and lights and electrics and all kinds of things. They cost a little bit more. But if you keep your eye on eBay, Rolife, keep your eye on Amazon, sorry, rather than eBay. Keep your eye on Amazon. Every now and then one of these will be on offer. Typically, at any given time, one of the rooms is on offer. So you never have to pay full price for one of these. I mean, if there's one you really like and you're happy to pay the price for it, then go for it, because they're still relatively inexpensive for what they are. And you will get hours of craft out of this, you really will. They're not something that's going to be done in a couple of hours. They're not. These take ages to do. And they're gorgeous when they're done, they really are. So that's enough of me rambling. I'm going to crack on with this and I'll show you what we get done today. And I don't know if we're going to finish this weekend, but I'm going to squirrel away at it through the week until some of the builds start turning up. And yeah, that's the plan. So let's get into it and see what we can do. Here we have our first completed parts. So we've assembled this window frame and fascia. That'll be the back wall. That's had its first coat of paint, so it's a bit patchy at the moment. Waiting for that to dry, and it's going to have a second coat. We've painted the edges of the floor. Again, this is just the first coat, so please forgive the crudity of the paintwork, because there will be another coat going on. We have wallpapered the first wall there. This is what we're going to do next. We're going to be staining this green. And again, I mean, the beauty of these kits, you could do these any colour you wanted. I'm just building it stock. I'm using the colours that came with it. So we're going to let these dry. And then hopefully I can finish the second coat around the edges here, get the floor attached to this one. It's like a laminate flooring. And then we can start constructing the room. This does have like a glass that goes in the back of it, so we'll be doing that as well. And then, yeah, we should have the structure of the room complete. And there is where we're up to so far. So we've completed this back wall, and we've built the actual frames. You can see the wallpaper here. And so the floor. And we've not fully attached this rug yet, but that will be. I want to wait until we've got some more furniture to see exactly where the rug's going to go. We've installed the glass into the window, create the fascia. And that's pretty much, I think, all we're going to do for today. I will show you this, because I just thought this was a little bit darling. This isn't finished, but it will be. This is actually going to be a doll's house, which goes inside the doll's house. So they're making one of these on the desk, as we're making one of these on the desk. I just thought it was very cute. But yeah, it's a lovely thing. So that is pretty much going to be it for today, for this video anyway. I need to make a lot of the furniture, but the actual structure of the house itself is complete. There are a couple of big pieces in here that are kind of the standout piece that can take the work. Those are the dresser that goes on the back wall, the desk itself, and the chair. But the only things that are really going to take a lot of work from what I've looked at, because each of those pieces has to be painted. And this paint they've given you, they say it's paint, it's not. It's like a pigment. It's it stains the wood. So when this goes on, it's not like it goes on like a thick paint. So the wood still looks like wood. It's very nice. It really is. And there is a world of little bits and pieces I've got to do for this. So little by little, I don't need to burn through this in one day. I really don't. So I might come back. I'm kidding myself. I know I'm going to come back to this evening, where I'm going to start on one of the big pieces of furniture and get the parts at least painted, so they'll be ready for assembly. But this will be lovely. This is much smaller than the bookshop that you might have seen on the weekly catch-up. I say much smaller. I'd say it's about a third smaller than those ones, but no less detailed. Incredibly detailed, and there is, like I said, there is a lot to do. I'm covered in paint, so I'm gonna sort that out. But yeah, it's time my family had some time with me, so we're gonna go have dinner. I wish you all a lovely weekend, and we will see you next week. Hopefully, more of this. Titanic 3, Disney Doll's House 2, Ecto 1, possibly R2-D2. So we'll see you then.